Hello, beloved. I haven't recorded a podcast for over a month, and there's a reason for it. Life has felt oh so messy, and I'm not even going to give you my usual intro. This is raw, real, and me looking out my window at palm trees and blue skies. So life has been really messy. And there have been obstacles, there's been tears, there's been disappointment, and then one huge event that literally shook me. My dogs were attacked. And basically, I have wondered, what the fuck am I doing? That trauma of me being there, witnessing, helpless, not being able to help them, seeing the fear, the immense trauma in their eyes. I just haven't been able to speak. And instead of speaking, I've been writing, like back in the day when I used to write blogs for my website. And I have just been tending to my life like a sacred gardener tending the soil. I've been tending the soil to my own soul soil. And on this day, where all the planets align and it's a new moon, I have been contemplating, what is in alignment for me. Maybe you've been questioning the same, but what I have been doing, I've been writing these love letters for my new substack, which is called Woman, a Sanctuary of Remembrance. And this week I found myself writing about India. And as I wrote, I suddenly realized why. Because India has taught me something about mess that I think I've forgotten. And today I want to take you to India with me. The temple bells ring before dawn, the incense, deer lamps, sandalwood, kumkum, rickshaws, horn, cows, saris, dust, rubbish, noise, silence. And then, how can all of this exist together? What I've begun to see is that when I traveled to India, I was writing about India. I remembered many, many moons ago when I was in Varanasi for the first time, the most holy city in India. And I would see daily consecration within the temples. I would see the funeral pyres and the rubbish and the heavy smog, and then children squatting before me with diarrhea. And yet in the middle of all of it was deep, deep reverence, faith, beauty, immense offerings from the heart. And then by total contrast, I live on a pristine tropical island with aqua blue seas, white sands, clear blue skies, the sun kissing your skin. And there's just such a strange contradiction for me. Amidst the dirt and the chaos, I feel exquisitely alive. And I breathe the sacredness in amid what Westerners' eyes might call ugly. So I think you know that I'm a Sanskrit geek and that I love the ancient mother language that opens the portals, the Shaktipitams within our bodies. And I want to talk to you about Shri. Shri means abundance and beauty and prosperity and fortune. And Shri doesn't only exist when life looks beautiful. And what India has taught my body to recognize is that there is beauty, abundance, auspiciousness, radiance, grace, no matter what. And so I've been feeling into my story, how my life doesn't look exactly as I'd like it to. Some things haven't worked out. I've been clearing things up. I've cried. I've questioned. And yes, I stopped podcasting. And maybe I have been waiting for the mess to clear before feeling that Shri again to be able to talk about it. But what if Shri isn't on the other side of the mess? What if Shri is right here in the mess? And this has been my own revelation. This has been the remembrance of the teaching that my teacher gave me when I was questioning Varanasi. And that has been my own revelation as I wrote my own love letter for my substack, The Woman, because it became a sanctuary of remembrance for me. And in my substack, I share about my initiations that I received in India with 3 particular goddesses, and they literally changed the direction of my work forever. And I've written that story rather than spoken it with you, because perhaps some stories want to be whispered between the covers rather than said out loud. And so I'm going to leave the doorway to my woman for you in the comments. But there's something here that I want to speak to that I didn't write about. I never actually left India, because every morning, no matter how I feel, even in the mess, in my meditations, I go to my puja room, my womb room. I sit before my altar. And on the days where it's dark, my altar nurtures me. And on the other days, I pour my love and devotion into my altar. And as I sit there, I go to India. For years now, I have climbed those temple steps in my mind's eye, the temple that I have visited since 2006. I know the grounds intimately, and I visualize them, touching the steps as I walk them and bringing that sacred touch to my heart, walking towards Shiva, Ganapati, Devi. I circumambulate around each shrine, offering my prayers back to Shiva. I speak to God. I invoke this kind of ceremony in my life. I invoke this. I encode this in my YONÍ codes, and then I take a walk with God, Goddess, each day after my ritual. Whether I'm on the tropical, pristine shores of Barbados or feeling the mess of my life, I am repeating my prayers of YONÍ codes as I walk. I am repeating the mantra of Shri to remember, Shreem. And I'm pausing here because I've just had a download that I've just realized that our house that me and my husband live in is called Shreem. The SH is for my husband's initials, the MI at the beginning of mine. And the R is for we are. It's like we are home, no matter where we are, no matter what is going on. And so maybe that's why I've been walking those temple steps every morning all those years, to remember that before I look for evidence in my life, before I decide whether something is working or have I succeeded, Am I on the right path? Am I in alignment? I return to the temple. I return to devotion. I return home. And perhaps that's my invitation for you today. Can you find, see, seek the Shri before the mess has cleared? I'd love for you to share with me if it's landed. And until next time, with deep, holy remembrance and love.